Hi, Warren. Thank you so much for joining me today and to talking about your missionary work in Haiti.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So tell me how did you first become interested in missionary work in Haiti?
I had done some work for UMCOR in Brazil, and I decided that when I went to Haiti for earthquake recovery with along with Steve Elliott, I saw some needs very close to home that could be addressed through what I considered um, humanitarian capitalism, and that's what I consider myself is a Christian that utilizes capitalism as a means for continued support and self-sustainability in an area that needs help.
As someone from a different culture who's not Haitian, did you find yourself making cultural adaptations? Did you find yourself having to act differently?
So I would spend 6 months of the year in Haiti and living with these people, and to be able to understand if we were going to do something that, number one, we weren't stepping on any cultural toes, and number two, that we're making the right decisions because we are away from that both culturally and distance. And so I tried to learn that culture as much as possible, learn the language. I speak Creole, and I learned uh, how their religion and churches work, and have experienced everything from funerals to birthdays to weddings to uh, church celebrations to you name it. If you're going to do a project as a businessman, entrepreneur, and you want to start a business, you certainly can't do it all yourself. You just can't. It's impossible. So you have to have a champion in partner of some shape, form, or another of whatever you do in life. And because you can't do it all yourself. So I'm very fortunate to have been the mentor of James Lazar, a young man in Haiti that is now a father and is married and he runs the orphanage. And I've known this young man since I've been there. He's one of the first people I've met. And he and I have grown this idea. And as far as the sustainability side of it, it comes with these micro enterprises. So if you're looking at monetary sustainability, that's one thing. But if you're looking at project sustainability, you're looking at having mentors and champions of particular parts of the project or the whole thing. You got to do the people thing. You can't throw money at something or expect it to sustain. They'll take the money and that's the end of that. If you have the money and you have a giving, a Christian giving with a purpose in mind, an outcome in mind, and apply that to your knowledge and what you perceive as someone's necessities and how you can make that sustainable, that's a tough thing to do, particularly in Haiti. It's not fixing broken things, it's helping fix broke things. So, you still have to have that champion on the ground wherever you are that's going to have the project's best interest at heart and not just themselves. James Lazar has a business degree and a computer science degree and is Haitian. He got his degrees in Haiti. Jeanette Ocean, and there's another lady called Janika, and I don't know her last name. We put them through sponsorship from someone at our church through the Culinary Academy. So they're going to run the bakeries. So they've been empowered with that knowledge on how all of that stuff works from an academy that does that to teach people to do. You know, so they graduated this year from Culinary Academy and will be running the bakery. And James is a businessman. He's going to run the bakery and orphanage grounds. And the bakery will also have a retail outlet on one of the main roads. So he will be in charge of that as well. So we try to empower people, but they've got to want to do it. And it has to be transferred to them as their dream, as their wants, and not just hours. The only reason I would even go back was to be able to start something new. I don't need to go back to finish this because we have the foundation built and the support people in place that it's what they want to do. It belongs to them. We own nothing. And it is a Haitian project because by the time the bakeries opened, I figure late February, I will step away and all of this will become the project that James Lazar has paralleled. It's called A New Vision for a Better Life. And that is the bakery, that is the orphanage, that is his ministry in Haiti. And we've transferred that wherewithal or know-how and the tools to do it and turn around and walk away with a good feeling in our hearts that our Christian giving made that happen and it's sustainable.
It's so amazing and inspirational to hear all of the work that you've done and the relationships that you've built, how you've empowered the people of Haiti to keep it going and keep it sustainable. Thank you so much, Warren, for giving your time and for telling us all about your work in Haiti and how it continues today and into the future.
Well, thank you so much.